I put a phone in soda that's dope. Baby on the neck getting foolish. Live on the set with the gang and Mike Cooley. I'm just coolin', coolin' with the gang, coolin' with the gang, Cooley in the gang. Baby on the neck getting foolish. Live on the set with the gang and Mike Cooley. I'm just coolin', coolin' with the gang, coolin' with the gang, Cooley in the gang. Nothing better than a professor, watch him cook up coolin'. Big G, can't forget my nigga Mike Cooley. Keep it high like a pot of carrot, sweet as Mayberry. Question is she single? Is she single? We'll find out when I call and I be geeking all G. Laughing till I'm nauseous, caution, they going all in. Leaving no stones unturned, no topic untouched. They love the guts and they fuck shit up. Brother, I keep my money right. Make sure you keep that money right. Make sure you keep that money right. Glam sham, keep the jewelry tight, make sure you keep it. We on weekly, make sure you peep it. Matt King, state of mind, the best kept secret. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, so do it. Introduce it, the gang and Mike Cooley. We be on the neck getting foolish. Live on the set with the gang and Mike Cooley. I'm just coolin', coolin' with the gang, coolin' with the gang, Cooley in the gang. We be on the net getting foolish. Live on the set with the gang and Mike Cooley. I'm just coolin', coolin' with the gang, coolin' with the gang, Cooley in the gang.
You are tuned in to the Cooley and the Gang Show on Blockworks Radio.
Y'all see how I started early? I mean, on time.
Yeah, on time.
Yeah, started on time. That's probably the first time in it's
Here
been
we
a
go
while.
with the bullshit.
What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
What's up, y'all?
I said me. I said I started on time. I ain't say nothing about the fact that you was here exactly on time. The professor was here early. Yeah. Is it snowing in Baltimore?
Nope.
See?
It's about to be hot. It's 75 degrees.
That's what it
Here
is.
we go with the bullshit.
Heldon got heated, huh? Heldon got heated out this bitch.
I think it's going to be 80 something tomorrow.
Damn.
It's
Oh, it
slapping
is about
niggas
that
in
time.
Baltimore though.
You said it's what?
Slapping niggas in Baltimore though.
Yeah, that's going on all over.
Yeah.
That's the new trend.
Right.
Ah.
In case you need to know what's going on up here.
Slapping is cool now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
He done brought slapping back.
Just gotta bring back the white gloves now and shit.
Yeah. Challenging niggas to duels. So I don't even know. There's a lot going on. Mac was just talking to me about that shooting in Brooklyn. Y'all see that in the subway?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
They said they ain't never catch the motherfucker either.
I thought they did. They said, what did they say? They said he had a gas mask on. They said,
Yeah.
along with the shooting, they also found an explosive device that detonated.
Oh,
And they
shit.
said, well, the last thing I heard that he was still at large.
So is it a colored or is it somebody else?
He had a gas mask. I don't know. I don't know how good that gas mask was. They said they found a credit card on the scene that led them to a U-Haul. Huh. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm just perusing the article on the New York Post. It said U-Haul tied to shooter found in Brooklyn. The U-Haul van was believed to be tied to Tuesday morning subway shooter. Has been found in Brooklyn. Police said the white truck, which has Arizona plates, was found in Gravesend on West 3rd Street, which makes sense. I ain't never rented a U-Haul and actually had the tags of the state I was renting it in, or if I could
Right.
enterprise stuff.
Right.
So, but yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. I think 18 people got shot.
Oh, I thought it was 16.
Was it 16?
Went up. Yeah. It
Okay.
used to went up.
Did they report anybody dead? Anybody dead or just got shot?
Thanks, Sean.
You're looking down at Kings Highway between West 3rd and West 4th Streets. Just after 4 o'clock this afternoon, police spotted, or somebody spotted, I should say, this white U-Haul van that they have been looking for a good portion of the day. They believe this is in connection with that shooting on the subway earlier today in Brooklyn. The plates do match what the description of the van was put out there earlier there. You can see that van parked on the side of the road. Now, we can tell you right now that there's a large area.
Were we supposed to see something when you was playing that?
I was just playing the audio, then I was thinking about being nice, and that's why I put it up there eventually. Yeah, it was just the audio. Oh, shit. Wait a minute now. Yeah, I don't. The fact that it kind of just happened, I didn't really have a lot of information, and I kind of saw what y'all saw.
Yeah.
But I agree with what was the guy's name that came on that was talking about there's a problem with humanity.
Oh, Greg, Goop.
Yeah. So
Greg.
here's another example of the same thing, just a problem with people in general. So I saw something earlier today that the president signed something trying to get rid of or change the laws on ghost guns.
Yeah, so
So I saw a conversation on the heels of that talking about ghost guns only makes up like 7% of the guns that are actually on the street that are causing problems. But you know, I just don't think that there really is a ultimate solution for the problem that we're having. If we don't at some point figure out how to treat people better, we're gonna continue to keep having these same issues. This is gonna be a different way, different method. People are very creative. Technology is a plus, and it's also a negative, because the more we learn or people learn about things, the more they can be innovative in how they produce stuff. Like I remember when we were younger, there were guys that were making automatics out of semi-automatic guns. You know, so I'm sure that this advanced. A whole lot of people know how to do it now. You know, so it's just getting worse as time goes on.
Well, on the whole lines of guns, I know this has always been a big debate on this show, whether to have or not have, whether to carry or not carry, whether to protect with the pistol or slap. Y'all see Georgia is going, Kemp signs a bill allowing people to carry handguns without a license in Georgia into law.
They ain't already doing that.
So Governor Brian Kemp, his quote was, I guess the bill is SB 319, make sure that law-abiding Georgians, including our daughters and your family too, can protect themselves without having the permission of the state government. The Constitution of the United States gives us that right, not the government, Kemp said Tuesday. HB 218 ensures that individuals who are licensed to carry in another state are also authorized to do so here in Georgia.
So on the surface, that sounds like it makes sense and it's a good idea. And some people are going to say that that's a good idea and it makes sense. Right. And usually the people that are saying that are people that shouldn't have them in the first place. But the truth be told, it's just another avenue or opportunity to have all of these unregistered, unregulated guns on the streets, more problems, more issues. Like I said, I don't think it's going to change, and I don't know what I really don't know what the answer is in that particular scenario either. Like, how do you stop people in for lack of a better word, the underworld from being able to get weapons and use weapons? Like, how are you going to stop it? Now, you can do something about law-abiding citizens and how they operate guns, but how are you going to do something about something you don't know about? You don't know how many guns a person has.
Nope. And people collect guns. So,
and people die. You have a person. So Uncle Jones passes away. His nephew knows he has a whole bunch of guns in the house. He takes the guns, whether he keeps them or sells them, those guns just hit the street. It happens all the time. And I know that people are going out of leaving out of Maryland, going to the different states because they have lax of gun laws in different states. And they're driving to these different states, obtaining guns, however they do it, and come back into Maryland with these guns, and then all that stuff hits the street. Like you can't. I just don't see how you're gonna get around it. And let's also put on the table the fact that just like years ago, the government was caught pushing dope into the community. They pushing guns too. You think that these guns, these illegal guns, just fall out the sky? You think that nobody knows that these guns came from somewhere? It's definitely something behind the scenes that has been done to allow this many guns to be produced in the city. Like I've never seen, everybody has a gun. Everybody. Once upon a time, you couldn't even find a gun. You could ask 20 people, you know somebody got, nobody don't know nothing. Now, you can ask my grandmother. Oh yeah,
it's not a grandmother. Not the grandma.
That's real shit.
Miss Martha might pass away next week. When she pass away, baby, you can get your little pistol from here.
That's some shit. My aunt just bought hers, and bought her first one, and she in her 60s.
Oh,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Donnie just got his first one.
I heard. Making me look bad in these streets. Let me go get mine.
You don't need one.
I do need one, bro. I need one.
Like Patty and Lacey out in the streets.
She watched too much Fatal Attraction on TV One. She don't need no.
Hey! I understand, Shannon. I be real.
Binge watch all day.
Pow.
See, Linnea, you scare me more and more every week. The more you start to open up more, the more Linnea gets.
I don't even want to talk about Linnea. We went from a rose to a gun. Like I get it. I'm learning too much. I'm learning too much. She only got 2 hands. I want to know what she's doing with the rest of them. Good. Pow. Yeah.
God damn. All right. Well, I mean, so G, you are usually against pistols.
You already know it. This is the dumbest shit I've ever heard of.
Will you be visiting Georgia anytime soon?
I haven't been to Georgia for other reasons, but I have no reason to go now. I definitely have no reason to go now. I don't understand the whole gun shit. I don't see why everybody's so fascinated or infatuated with guns. I can't see why you would want to collect some shit. Like I said, if it was some 1901 Colt 45 Smith & Wesson 7 Series Model A and it's in a glass case and they don't even make bullets for it, that's a collector. But a motherfucker that has every 9mm from 2000 to now, they'd have made a 9mm from 98 till now, and you have every single one of them, that's not a collector. You just ain't found a gun that you like yet. It doesn't. Why? Why do you have so many? I remember in Blue Streak when they be sitting there and the guys talking about the guns. They got new guns, and I just got this. We just got new guns. I like to work with the P30. Like what the fuck? P30, P29, P06. That motherfucker the same thing. You know, it don't make sense. I don't understand it.
So, I mean, that's one of them things where you either into them or you ain't. If you ain't into them, it'll never really make sense. Because it's kind of like, I really can't even compare it to anything, to be honest with you. Well, that's kind of like people that collect knives. There are people that collect knives. In my mind, what really are you collecting? You collecting a piece of metal that cuts. That's it. That's all it do. It don't.
Well, not necessarily, because you have the knives that have different blade structures and this and that. And,
you defending?
You know what I mean? No, I'm not defending the knives, but I'm talking about something that I can look at and see some beauty in, or I can see something in.
Wait
a minute. 4 9mm that's all black, that look all black, that do the same shit. One got a short nose, one hole 15 bullets, the other one got 17 in the chamber. The fuck? That's about performance. That's one thing.
Right.
That's like a motherfucker that's got a racing car. You don't got 17 of the same fucking Toyota Scions and shit. Who goes out and collects Scions? Now I'm out here fucking Fast and the Furious, and I'm a street racer. I done changed the muffler on that motherfucker. Now we doing Fast 27 with 17 Scions. No, it's not the same, you know. But you got a knife, you got a pocket knife, you got a butcher's knife, you got a big dumbass knife, and you got the same 45 9mm. You got a shotgun. I got 17 ARs. This one got a light. That one don't have a light. This one's graphite. This got carbon. It's the same fucking thing.
We got a laser beam.
One shoots a green laser. One shoots a blue laser. One shoot through the walls. One, man, fuck you.
There you go. There you have it.
All right, well,
He said he had enough of this shit.
you don't like guns.
I just don't like guns.
He done told y'all one too many times.
All right, when the motherfucking aliens and the motherfucking Walking
The
Dead
aliens,
virus hit, yo, don't come running to my house. Yo.
I got a rubber mallet. I got a rubber mallet that's big. I got one that's small on one side. I got a blue rubber mallet. I got a rubber mallet that's big like Thor's hammer. I got a motherfucking rubber mallet.
Mallets though.
Yeah, got mallets.
Remember, he did say the mallets before.
And then wait a minute though. Speaking of the Walking Dead, didn't your man have a baseball bat with barbed wire on it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man.
rubber mallet.
But
Yo,
like, remember,
you tired of shit?
what was his name, yo? What
Negan.
was no, what? Yeah,
Negan,
yeah. Negan was the shit.
Yeah, he
but
was.
then what was his name, yo? What was the star of the
Morgan.
show? The
Rick.
guy riding the horse.
Rick.
Right.
Rick. The only thing that really made Rick relevant is he had that motherfucking long ass 357.
Mm-hmm. That Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, nigga get to talking slick. He pull that Dirty Harry out, and it's over. You got to get up and close and personal with them demonstrations you talk about. Nigga might have to wrestle you and shit a little bit.
Bruh.
Pull your shirt off and shit as they fall in. No.
I'm out there.
All right, well.
But yeah, I get it though. I get it. I do understand. I really do. But we in a society in a world now where it's no longer about personal preference. It's also about how you're gonna protect yourself and your family. Because in this day and age, man, you at the mercy of other people. And me personally, I do not like being at the mercy of other people. You know,
I can dig that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can dig it. You know what I mean? Like nobody wants to be in that situation. But you think about it. If it was let's say it was never any guns. Let's say there was no guns in the world at all, right?
It wasn't at one time.
How many punk motherfuckers you think would be out here just throwing hands?
None. They be getting slapped like Chris Rock did.
I feel like damn.
Baby powder.
I feel like if it was no guns and everybody was angry and everything, I feel like we would be a better society. We could all get along because at the end of the day, if I can't beat you, then we gotta find a common ground and we gotta be able to talk some shit out.
Yeah.
You can't keep fucking bullying a motherfucker to the point where after I done whooped your ass, it don't make sense for me to keep whooping your ass. So after I done whooped your ass a few times, sooner or later we gotta come to an understanding. Like, look, I'm tired of whooping your ass. Just don't let your dog shit on my fucking yard, and we'll call it even.
And a lot of the dumbass instances start over something small like that, man.
Right.
Yeah. I was watching Fresh the other day.
Movie.
Oh, I remember that.
And that dude got embarrassed because the young boy crossed him up on the court and just shot his ass right there.
Yeah,
Just because he embarrassed him.
And the girl.
Like, you got stupid motherfuckers out here like that to this day. Just can't handle their image getting fucked up. So they want shooting.
Ego.
And it's just like it's another show that come on the ID channel called Fear Thy Neighbor.
Oh my God, yeah.
See, Lene be in it with us.
Yeah, I'll be like shocked sometimes. I'll be like, for real?
Over little, like it just everything started off good. And it's just, yeah.
Like, I'm like, really? You gonna kill your neighbor over this? Or this war? I said, look, I'm out.
Yo, motherfucker stole his neighbor's dog, tied the dog up in the garage, and then tried to call animal people to say the dog came on inside of the fence again. Then when homeboy came in the garage to get his dog, shot him, killed him and shit. Said he came on my property and shit. I said, God damn, yo.
That was straight. He set his ass up.
Yep. Yeah. And they always walk. That's the crazy part.
Nah, I think they locked his ass up. He was a former cop from Baltimore, I believe.
That
Pennsylvania
one. Yeah.
Over a dog.
Well, it was just neighbors. You know how a neighbor, like, I don't know. Yeah, like that neighbor thing can be a little tricky.
In my space.
Yeah, that. Like,
this is
Baltimore City. Ain't no goddamn spaces out this.
It is. I cleaned that snow out.
It ain't always snow.
But still, it's a public domain.
What's up? I ain't gonna say no names, but Kelly cousin, that'll work. She used to post a lot of videos on Instagram because she was going back and forth with her neighbor about a spot in front of the house. Like the person would like sit in the car literally and wait for her to leave to go to work to pull in the motherfucking spot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It'd be like
it ain't that serious.
People are like, it's a lot of possessive, like, I don't know, people are real territorial.
Yeah, neighbor like that though.
Grown.
As soon as we would move, they had 2 cars. They would move the second car up.
Oh yeah, I did have a neighbor like that. Son bitch. But
people get shot. We just remember about a couple of years ago, a man got shot because they were fighting over that space, and this was when it was wintertime. I never forgot it. On the east side.
Just put the guns down.
It's not worth it.
These.
Yeah, a lot of people will lose.
That's the problem.
What you say? You say you win some? You lose some. But you live. Live, son.
Yeah.
But then someone going cheat with a brick.
That's fair, though.
G, watch this, G. Shannon, what movie is that?
Nope, I knew it.
What movie is that?
She don't know.
I don't know.
Seriously,
she don't know.
Come on,
she really don't. She don't know.
Linnea, what movie was that?
Linnea, no, she came up with a second part of it just now.
Yeah, what you mean? Oh, you mean Friday?
Thank you. You ought to be ashamed.
The first Friday?
Turn your chair around, face the wall for 3 seconds.
Like, when it comes to movies, I suck balls.
Charade. Like, I would never play charades with Shannon.
Movie charades at that.
Yeah, not at all.
That's crazy because she knows every fucking television show that comes on and the lineup and what time it comes on.
And song that comes on the radio.
Mike just told me, he asked me the other day, he said, yo, is your whole fucking life a song and a party?
Yes.
As soon as you hit a word that sound like a song, I'm singing off key and dancing to it. Like, you ain't used to be like this. Listen, this is Shannon 2.02.
You say something, Shannon gonna find a song to go along with the words you just said, and then start singing that shit. You know how fucking annoying that shit is all day long.
It's so bad that when I go on Wednesdays, when I go live, my customers do it before I even hit the song. They putting the words to a song in the comments already because they already know what's coming.
That's just crazy.
Wow,
we like to have talent. We like to party.
I got one. Hold up, I'm trying to. Can't get in my Facebook account.
We're gonna get real ratchet up in here.
Oh yeah, I got some good videos for y'all today. Yeah, I got some good ones. Will Smith, 10 years suspension. Y'all saw that?
You know if that shit was real or not.
Yeah, definitely real.
10 years though.
But my question was, okay, what does that mean? Like, you can't make a movie no more?
No. He can make one. It's just that
he won't be nominated. He can't come to the awards.
Yeah, so he can be nominated though, but he can still get nominated, but he can't win.
Right, or if he won, he still can't. He can't pick it up.
No, but wait a minute. He can still win.
The words to a song in the
Or
comments.
nominated,
Is that me? Who got that go?
That ain't me.
No, that was me.
That ain't me.
Oh, all right.
So I mean, he can do a movie and still win. He just can't go and accept the award.
Right, he's banned.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Too.
Like if I can still win, then who the fuck cares? Like if you want to ban me, I think if you want to give him 10 years ban, then you need to. He can't be nominated. Like that's the real punishment.
That's like a teaser. That's like.
So my only problem with this is if it's a great movie and it is dominated and it actually does win, do they fucking pass him over because he's banned, knowing that it was the best movie out there?
Knowing
Like if
that,
I,
you put it past him.
yeah,
No,
if he the
good.
best,
So I was talking to my mother about this, and she said years ago the same thing happened to what's the dude that got the heavy accent that played in like one of them dragon movies, and he played in was it Usual Suspects?
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
Okay.
So Sean Connery got banned from the Oscars years ago. She said the same. He did the same thing. He went up there and acted ass. So even though he might have been nominated for awards before, he may not have gotten them personally, but they like sent him to him. You know, like somebody's sick and they say, "Well, so and so's not here. I'm gonna accept this award for so and so." Same type of thing.
That ain't no punishment.
That ain't no punishment. That ain't no punishment. But that's my thing. I'm just saying if they blackball him and he really does fucking win, or he has the best movie out there, be like, no, we're not gonna give it to this color. He's banned. And then they give it to somebody else.
They snatched a couple of his movies down. They stopped.
He got a lot of them out.
Production on it. And that's what I was wondering. Like, and see, that's the part about like me personally, I didn't agree with how he handled the situation. But I think once you start like all that other shit is a little overboard. Like, all right, one thing ain't got to be. Yeah, he slapped it. It was a grown man slapped another grown man. He ain't go up there and slap a woman, or he ain't go up there and slap a child. Like, two grown men had a little thing. It's over and done with. He got his little backlight. But then you get to pausing movies and all that other shit and saying, I don't want you representing. Like, that's where I'll be.
But that's what happens. You start to lose shit when you do shit like that in a public platform. Like that, because you doing it in a platform that people have opinions about, people feel some type of way about, that people's money support and stuff like that. So it's either you or the people with the coins.
10 years is a long fucking time, though.
But it goes fast.
No, it ain't a long time when you still getting your award. Like, I ain't gotta be there to accept my award. I still got it.
And the way I would think about it like this, if I was Will Smith. I already just won. So I got one. What the fuck I care about 2 or 3 or 4. Like, I got the one. I'm in the books now with the other, African Americans that I respect and appreciate. Like, I'm with them now. I got mine. So I don't think it would really bother me not to be invited to your party for the next 10 years. I heard the food wasn't even that good. Sure.
Can we send a professional email for a guest?
What guest?
Rudy Ma. They always having these little personal side conversations. We just need to bring her on. Her and Dad. I don't know if her and Dad can come on at the same time, but if not, we need to send them both separately because they be having these in-depth side conversations.
Well, you already know the professor was on the short list anyway.
We just need to go on and bring them on and have them come on and join the conversation for real.
I saw this on Facebook because we were talking about movies.
Frozen?
No.
Oh, I was like, dang, you
disrespectful to the motherfucker. That's all. I saw this because we were talking about movies, and I saw this post somebody had put up. It was a bunch of black actresses
that don't age.
Yeah, like the black.
They don't age.
Shannon don't really know none of them, so y'all.
You're a liar. That's my sister right there.
Okay. What's her name?
Sanaa Lathan.
Her father is the reason why we have deaf comedy.
Haley. Or Hallie, however you want to say it.
Haley, yeah.
She looks the same. Regina.
Oh,
I think Regina look better.
Yeah, as she's gotten older, she definitely has aged gracefully.
Yeah.
Yes.
She needed some more fat on her face because her hair was long.
Nia looks better too.
Yeah.
I saw an article where she was saying she doesn't really like people saying that she's ageless. Because she feels like once she does start to age,
they're gonna come down.
Yeah, people gonna come down on her. Like she's saying how she's comfortable with her age and how she looks. Like she doesn't want to be ageless. She wants to look her age. She wants to be who she is.
Carrie.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle.
Carrie got a big ass forehead.
I'm about to say the
same. Y'all terrible. Y'all are terrible.
I mean, Carrie's beautiful. Like I love Carrie.
It might just be that picture. It can't just be the picture.
No,
she didn't get full head. That's oh my goodness.
Regina Hall.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah, Paul.
She
I'm like,
don't
that's
look
somebody
like
else's
she
name.
is
I
at
can't
all.
remember which one. She definitely looks better.
Tebow,
Don't
plain,
look at all.
I'm about to say TLC.
Billy, don't.
Tifa definitely looks better as she has gotten older.
Queen
Yeah.
Latifah has always been attractive to me. I don't care what y'all.
So wait a minute, Mike. Wait a minute. Before you go any further, Mike, I had this conversation with my man Desi, and they be busting my balls. Queen Latifah is hot to me.
Yo, she
I don't.
is. Yo, Queen
She got,
Latifah is.
Yeah. Even in the movie with her saggy titties and her titties was sitting real low, yo. Yo, I've been in love with Queen Latifah for years. I mean, I know she like women, but I like women too. Like we can like women together. Yeah, Queen Latifah. I did like her saggy titties though. She was like,
No,
hey.
that was brutal.
She's so much sometimes.
She just looked down.
Brandy always.
I think Brandy just looks the same.
Yeah, Brandy just Brandy.
I think Brandy looks change when she gains weight.
I never liked Brandy face.
Oh.
Okay. Yes. Now this is a bad mama jamma.
Yeah, that's my girl right there.
Like body for
What's her name?
Jesus God.
Don't nobody help her. Don't nobody help her.
Listen, the sad part is I watch her every week on
You sure do, girl. What's going on?
911. Oh my Jesus.
Anita Baker.
That's not no fucking
Anita Baker.
That's Kiki Palmer, mom.
Religious, Mike.
Kiki Palmer's mom. What?
Yeah, she did.
Her Kiki Palmer resemble her. Yes,
Oh
thank
my
you, son.
gosh.
Look, I didn't even. I
Is he
said
watching the show?
No, but he know who Kiki Palmer looked like. Angela Bassett. Listen, body for days, baby. Body.
Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
She
definitely
younger.
don't look the same like she did when she was sitting on Bill Cosby's knee. She definitely had
Oh
a glow.
my God. Yeah.
Definitely glowed all the way up.
And she don't wear makeup.
No.
Now I always thought Lisa Bonet in my my mature years was like, ugh, but she's actually gorgeous. Now this is my best friend in my head.
She is hilarious.
She is. That is my best friend in my head.
She is built too. I
don't say the same thing.
I mean,
she's built.
Diana Ross didn't have
Diana Ross ain't built like her daughter.
Not now, but I mean,
I seen Diana Ross in Lady Sing the Blues, and that was her prime.
That was 1970 something. Lady Sing the Blues. Get the fuck out of here, Mike.
That was like her prime. No, that was when she was,
Yeah, okay.
She was playing Billie Holiday, so she had to be skinny. Oh, Taraji.
I was like, who the hell is that?
All right, so now let me tell you something on that. I saw a picture of her the other day, or maybe that was a day. She don't look that good though.
Say what?
Taraji? It was.
Yeah, like I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna have to send it to you, Mike. But it's a picture like she don't look like she aging well. Maybe it might have been the makeup.
Yes.
Yeah, I need that. Oh, that's Cynthia.
Cynthia Bailey.
Cynthia Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say Cynthia. I would have to see how she looked now. Hillary, is hit and miss.
I like the old.
But that's because you know why Hillary is hit and miss? Because Hillary is mixed. So she got some of them other people genes that is trying to fight her way through. I'm just saying.
Girl Pam
too.
She funny as hell too.
Tyra Banks
she's confusing me.
Forehead. It's the forehead. It's the forehead.
You mean
I never was one of the people that went crazy over Tyra Banks. Like everybody was like Tyra Banks. She has some nice tatas. It is Tuesday, but
I used to love her until she started acting.
I think Tyra Banks has some very strong features.
And higher learning.
No, she was horrible in there.
Oh, they put the first lady up here.
That's a bad mama jamma.
Everybody parents had a picture. Everybody got a parent that had that wicked chair. Got a picture with that wicked chair.
Who don't?
Like, that's how you know you was doing your parents was doing some things in certain clubs or in the street. Like if they was hanging out at a club and taking pictures in that chair, they knew somebody or they was a part of the dope gang.
It would be cool to find one of those chairs and put it at a party though. That would be somebody's signature pose right there. Where can I find that wicked chair?
Bianca.
Who's Bianca?
That's Beyonce's half sister, right?
Yes, that's her stepsister. Yeah.
Yeah,
Lawson, Bianca Lawson.
The model. What's the model? Iman? No.
Naomi.
Yeah, one of them old ass ladies.
All right, who's that?
Who the hell
I
she?
recognize the 1997 picture, but
True. That's true.
True.
From the Craft. She's from the Craft. That's her.
And what was that show that she was with?
That's a man.
Oh.
Which one's a man? Gracefully created. Which one's a man? Which one?
Okay.
No, that's the angry typecast lady.
Yeah.
Alfred Woodard.
Yeah.
Alfred.
Yeah.
Rich said half and half.
Yeah, half and half, exactly.
Half and half, Rich. That's
That was true. That was her before.
Go back. Let me see again.
That's my girl right there.
Oh, I love her.
She funny.
Yeah. I'm telling you right now, I know.
Good
Yo, I might trade Patty LaBelle in for her. Can I trade Patty for her? Because I know she's nasty.
Yeah,
I know she is nasty.
She has told her story. Like she was getting high. She was doing some things for some strange things for some change back in the day. Because she was getting high.
Yeah, guess what?
She is bipolar.
No, I won't. As soon as you go, boo, I'm gonna be like, I'm going out too. I got my list over here. What time we meet back at the house?
We done with that list for today.
Wait a minute.
Yes, so our Black is beautiful. We definitely maintain and we age very, very, very well. If we have a Black person who's not aging well, they have been through some shit in their life for real. Like they really had a hard life. Like I mean, like for real.
Heroin, some cocaine, some crack, some rock and roll, sex and rock and roll.
Oh, that was a good list. Cool in the game. We love our sisters. And you all tuned in. We here live every Tuesday night, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The whole squad is here.
Mayberry's not here.
No, Mayberry's not here. Mac is in the building. The professor is here. Grand Man, Big G.
What's up, baby?
Anaya, Glam Shan.
Is in the house. Because we like the party.
Look, he's like.
I believe the professor and I have had this talk before. So I'm going to play this video for y'all.
Oh, shit.
You women sit on social media, you sit around, everybody killing everybody, but you never tell the truth that it's been 1,000 shootings and homicides trickle back down to you running your fucking mouth or you calling somebody and exaggerating because you feel disrespected. Stop calling people. You get in an argument with somebody on the block, that's it. Leave it there. You call your brother, now these niggas going through it the whole summer, and then somebody's child die about it. That's your fault. You women sit.
So was a lot of people were wondering, is there any truth to this? Were her statements unfair or like out of line, in line, right line?
People can't hold water.
I think years ago maybe that might have been a factor, but not today.
You don't think so?
Nah, not really.
I think that not all the scenarios, but there are a lot of scenarios where these guys are dying over women. For one of the things is lies. Mm-hmm. Like there are a lot of women who are actually in relationships or whatever they want to call it, and they're dealing with somebody else outside of that relationship. Mm-hmm. And then when these guys meet each other, they're at odds because both of them think that they are the one. That's one thing. Another scenario presents itself is like she just said, if you have an issue with somebody in the street, and I'm big on this too, as a woman, it's your man's responsibility to protect you, but it's also your responsibility to protect him too.
Exactly.
And that includes your family as well. Certain things don't need to be escalated to the next level. Some things you can deal with yourself. If your coworker said something to you at work, you don't need to tell him that Bobby said to me that he was tired of my shit. All right, you can tell me he's tired of your shit too. You don't need to go tell the man that, because you know what that does? Now, this man then felt like he's been disrespected when in all actuality, your wife might go to work and don't do a goddamn thing. True. Now, here you gonna come in there to the next little company function. You like, that's Bobby over there. Go talk to him for a minute.
It's Bobby over there.
Yeah, I got you. I can dig it, but I think back then when we was growing up, yes. Today it might be a little different. I mean, you know, shit. Michael's husband might have fucking called Michael and told Michael that Andre had said something crazy about him,
No.
and now they had the mother.
Bruh.
I mean, I mean, well, Andre and Jeffrey, I guess I don't fucking know. I mean, you know, they done got into it. You know, fucking, he sucking his dick and they sucking somebody else's dick, and now here it is. Fucking 3 niggas done got killed.
Well, we made it 40 minutes.
I'm just saying for the time. I'm using it as in the time before.
Yeah.
If Shannon 20 years ago, 10, 15 years ago, even 20 years, let's say 20 years ago, Shannon came to the house and said, G down the street, he done fucking slapped the shit out of me. Now you gotta go get your motherfucking rubber mallet and you gotta come to my house.
Rubber mallet.
You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta see a motherfucker about. And I don't care what Shannon said, but you gotta get the fuck up. Even if Shannon came to my fucking house and threw a rock through my window and told me my wife wasn't shit, and I slapped the shit out of her, and Shannon comes home, like you gotta come up here and at least try to whoop my ass. You know, that was then. But now, I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Shannon come up to my house and throw a rock through my window and tell me my wife ain't shit. My wife might not be shit. I might not slap the shit out of Shannon. Shannon goes home, tells Mike what happens, and we cook out next week.
Yeah, it depends.
You know?
And you know what else it is? It's an age thing too.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely.
depending on the age of the people that we're talking about, different things play out. But I will tell you this. Guys do a lot of pillow talking, especially about things that they shouldn't be telling people.
Yeah.
Especially when they feel like it's a woman that is theirs, or for lack of a better word, your girl, your wife, your whatever. And then what she does is, I'm gonna give you a prime example. I know a whole bunch of business about a lot of these dudes in the city, and the only reason why I know them is because of their girl.
Female.
How you like that?
Yep.
How you it's because of their girl. I know what time they go to work. I know what kind of job they do. I know what kind of money they touching. I know what time they come home, what they drive, all of that. Because they girl, they put all that information out in the street. Here you go. Let's just say, for the sake of conversation, the only reason why the dude was even dealing with the girl.
So nobody's going to ask him why the hell he's with their girl. Like nobody's going to ask him that. Nobody's going to ask him, huh? Never mind. Go ahead, finish. Go ahead, finish.
They're trying
Ain't
to.
my business. Ain't my business.
They're trying to hear some information about the guy, but the girl has told everything. Then you have these scenarios where these guys have done something. I've been like tested in different scenarios. Girl told me a dude came over there and choked her, right? I was like, so what you? I said, what you want me to do? You want me to say something to him? She was like, yeah. So all intents and purposes, I think I might have told you Cooley about this shit. But for all intents and purposes, the only reason why I say nothing to him is because I hadn't seen him, right? Mm-hmm. Fast forward to some years later, I realized the reason why the nigga choked her is because she was fucking the nigga and she said something slipped to him. You know what I mean? But see, now suppose I would have seen
your ass whooped.
Yeah, that could have happened. It could have happened. You know. So
no, I'm talking about Lee. Lee got his ass whooped.
So you know, anything can happen. You know, and that's another thing. You know, we as people, we always see things one way. You always believe that you're gonna come out on top of the pile when the shit go sideways. But when you get out there, you thinking that you're just gonna go address a scenario and be like, hey man, you can't be, you know, putting your hands on the woman and shit. Nigga pull a gun out, slap shit out, shut the fuck up. Then what? Then what?
Oh shit.
So
yeah, nowadays you got a lot of these females that's tougher than the dudes. They'd be the ones starting the shit and end up getting the nigga killed because the nigga trying to protect them and shit, knowing they pussy. I seen a chick have road rage one day. She actually jumped out the car, wilding the motherfucker out, and the nigga jumped out, grabbed ass, and threw it back in the car. Was like, calm down, don't do that, don't do that. It's like you got some soft dudes and some real crazy ass females out here nowadays.
That's true. That is true.
So to address the question that I think it was Rashad had about what does her prior issues have to do with current situations. If you're talking about the scenario I just presented, the reason why is because she only brought that to me because me and her were dealing with each other. So my idea was the dude put his hands on her only because of something he didn't like what she had to say, but they had no dealings on a personal level in that way, only a business level. I have been on the side of trying to help a woman out because of an abusive situation, and I got the short end of the stick. I'm not doing that shit no more. I'm not, yo. I ain't even gonna lie to you. If you are not my wife,
Right.
or we're not talking about moving towards husband and wife, I am not getting into that shit. Even my family know that I'm not getting into that shit. I'm not, yo. I'm not. I'm telling you. I got a phone call a couple years ago about a scenario that took place with one of my siblings, and I got 100 goddamn questions now. Yo, is it that serious? You know, did this happen? Such and such. I called my father and said, "Hey, Dad, you know, she just called me and said such and such happened." He's like, "Man, you better leave that shit alone." Guess what? That's
an old person for you.
No, yo, because I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something about people, right? If you've never been in this scenario, then it don't make sense to you. But the one thing about people is that you will be the one fighting for your life. Cause see, I'm not gonna go into a situation thinking it's just gonna end with us just having some words. So I'm going to be able to deal with whatever the outcome may be. So with that being said, it could go side all the way. Now what do I do? So here I go. I'm fighting for my life in court, or I could be fighting for my life in a hospital. You know, all because of shit that could have just been left alone.
Exactly.
You know, I could have just been like, yo.
So I got you, right? So now this is the problem comes with this is as a black man, they want to say you don't protect black women, yada yada fucking yada. If she throws hot coffee on this motherfucker at McDonald's, whatever happens to her ass happens to her ass. Let me sit out here and eat my steak, egg, and cheese bagel, and then we'll get back to it. But see, and it's fucked up because I have two sisters. You know, and even growing up, if somebody said something to them and it was a problem, then you know you got to go rectify. You got to go handle some shit. Because when I come home and I tell my father that I let so and so beat my sisters up, I got to get an ass whooping once I get in the house too. You know what I'm saying? So it don't make sense for them to get beat up and me get beat up too. When I could have just took one ass whooping or whatever it was gonna be. But you have to look at it like you want to be a protector. I'm a protector, no matter what. If it's something that's got to be said, let's say it. But when it comes to having to do something, some shit you can just say, all right, it ain't that necessary. So to say that, you know, fucking what she said was absolutely probably true for a certain time period, but today it ain't like that. I don't think girls or women are out here getting their boyfriends or other men killed. These little bitches today, these clown ass motherfuckers is killing women. So like we said, her boyfriend went and told another boyfriend that had another boyfriend, and he was, you know, that he killed this baby mother or whatever. It's a lot of women getting killed. People out here just killing just to fucking be killing. It's just unnecessary. So what she said, it might have had a little weight back in the day, but today I don't feel like it really does. I mean, if my son mother called me and said something, I would probably go help her. If my daughter mother called, she on her own. So, you know.
So I kind of agree with G to a certain extent. I don't think women are running so much like they used to in talking on that level, like they used to back in the day. I think, you know, sometimes I feel like it's more of like family sometimes. So it's like, I know you and your husband just went through something. I'm sitting over there crying. My brother just found out. Now my brother about to go fucking Kirk out because he know that this nigga I'm with just put my hands on. Not you. I'm just, you know.
The other nigga.
you know, like that. You know, I can see a lot of that, happening. But as far as like I don't see too many women running to niggas like, yo, that nigga X, Y, and Z. I didn't go fuck. Now it's more just nigga on nigga type shit that's happening. Like that's just nigga street shit. Pride shit. Like that's more of when it comes to the women involved, or just the fact that if it is a woman involved, it's because she's doing some shady shit. I'm fucking you. I'm fucking you. And now y'all niggas gotta figure that shit out.
Yeah,
y'all cut it out. Y'all gotta. So it's just like that. That's just what I think.
I think women
Right,
have had a role reversal where they used to call and ask somebody for help. Now they get all loudmouth, and I ain't got no choice but to get in and help, or have to come after the situation because you done got all up in the nigga face and you done tried to swing on him. He didn't fucking dotted your eye. Now I definitely got to do something about it.
Right.
So now women are so aggressive, and I can do for myself and assertive. Thank you, and they put you in a position where you got to do something, or just walk away and let her figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you. That's why I think the reversal has come. So I think it's still happening, but it's just in a different way.
Right. You want to let him talk to me like that? Like,
Right.
Now, as a female, y'all females on the panel.
Yep.
You could go to your man because somebody did something to you. How would you feel if he say, all right, what did you do? What happened? Did you start it? What if he started asking questions before he decided to make a move to go?
Oh, yeah, that's understandable.
Me personally,
let Linnea go first.
Oh gosh.
Honestly, that's when you need another calm, cool head to say, okay, what happened? You know, take it. Okay. So that way you can dissect and go, okay, no, this is not worth dying over, going to jail, going to central booking. You got.
So you ain't gonna think no less of him, Linnea. You on 10. This dude just back in. Let me give you a scenario. You up at the shopping center, you back into your car. You get out the car like, damn, like you just hit my car, like, man, fuck you in that car. And then then you come home, you tell the professor. He like, all right, now what happened? He was like, well, he hit the car, and then I'm like, well, why you hit the car? And he say, well, how did you say it? He get to ask you questions. You ain't gonna think no less of him. You ain't gonna be like, if you ask me all these goddamn questions for, he's still outside. Like, you just gonna be cool, right? Because we're gonna hold you to this.
Yeah, I gotta be cool because ain't no sense in both of us being hot-headed.
But you already hot-headed, and he asked
right,
and
I need to be talked down.
Okay, all right, now.
No, but we both black. We don't.
I'm gonna tell you the real MVP because you better than who sit next to.
No.
I got time. I like outside.
You are definitely the MVP because if it was me and the roles was reversed, and this bitch out here to hit my car, and I come home to get you to beat this bitch up, and you gotta ask me what did I do, or what did I say, or how I said it. We ain't together today. Because I want you to go out here and snatch her fucking wig off, and we're gonna ride off into the sunset.
Right. Okay, so now ongoing beast.
Yes, snatch her fucking wig so we.
I gotta snatch her frontal.
Snatch the fucking wig so we can go to Applebee's and get this 2 for $2.22. We try and meet happy hour and shit. Beat this bitch up, snatch her wig so we can ride off into the sunset.
So then her man gotta come and holler at you.
You gotta get you an
It's ongoing. That's why I'm like, it's not even worth it. It's ongoing.
And see, Michael, you full of crap because of the fact that I know me, and I know he knows me. For him to ask me that question wouldn't surprise me because I know he knows me. And he knows that I probably went straight the fuck off already.
Right.
He already know that.
The worst person somebody from New Jersey could do is move to Baltimore because it doesn't give them any balance in life. Like it's like from one extreme to the next, like no balance at all. Like that's like going from fucking heroin to crack. Like, I mean, what you gonna do?
So listen, I'm just saying. So for Mike to not, for Mike to ask me those questions would not surprise me. Like it wouldn't surprise me. Like I wouldn't be mad because I already
Didn't the
know.
professor tell you I can't fight? That's why I'm fucking asking you all these goddamn questions. I need to really make sure if I'm going out here to get my ass whooped or not.
It's worth it.
But you know what? Mike talked that shit, but Mike is worse than me. Like hands down. Mike
I told you I'd just be loud talking.
Is worse than me.
Yo, tell her, yo.
He's just worse. He's worse than me.
That's his defense mechanism.
Whatever it is, I don't like it because he straight be feel like I be in a situation that I gotta calm the situation. Like the time we were at going to what was that?
Look, it take me longer to get there. I'm more
Michael,
protective.
you're a liar.
I'm
you're
more
a liar. It
protective.
didn't take you that long.
I'm
that
more
man
protective.
beat the horn and called me a bitch or said something.
I'm protective of my family.
In the car.
What? Wait a minute. Wait. What happened?
I was trying to park, but apparently when I was parking, waiting for a car to pull, I was blocking the entrance. And this old clear dude was being impatient. So he started laying on a horn.
First
and
of all, he wasn't that old. Like she making it seem like I
wait a minute. Was Mike in was Mike in the car? Mike was in the car?
Yes, I was driving. He was in the passenger seat.
Okay.
So me
Mike.
Go the fuck around. Like what the fuck? So once he yelled out the window, once he got by and called me out my name, well, I don't even know if I fully parked before done jumped out the car and want to go run through the parking lot to find where the fuck the man was.
Wow.
To confront the man. Like I had to literally be like, no, and pull him into fucking Trader Joe's. Like, we're not doing this today. Like
I found him.
You gotta find him, Mike. Though I found him.
I stood there. I said, what the fuck did you just say to my wife?
He did.
And he repeated what he said.
Did he apologize?
No, he repeated what he said. He repeated what he said. I went like this. The fist clenched.
And then
then she grabbed me.
By the time
I did like this, and
listen,
she grabbed me.
By the time we got back to my car,
I'm trying to protect your
I
honor.
had a note on my car
against the military
with an apology on it.
Oh yeah. That's I tell you, listen, I'm old because I done got older, right? At 59 years old, listen. When I was younger, I used to want my daughter mother. I wanted my daughter mother to call her brother and say something crazy so I could fuck him up. But just listen to that story. The older I get, I want a wife so that she like nigga. I'd have jumped out that motherfucking car. Out of Will Smith and out of Roundhouse John Claude Van Damme to shoot out of his ass in the parking lot of Trader Joe's. That motherfucker would have carried my groceries out of the building. We done came out of Trader Joe's and his clear ass would have apologized to me, my wife, the kids that should have been in the car, the kids that what? He'd apologize for fucking slavery. I'd have kicked his ass. He'd apologize for all kind of shit. Gas prices going up. Mike, I applaud you, brother. I all this time I thought you was just one of those kept men. I apologize.
Wow.
I apologize, Mike. I apologize. I'm going to Trader Joe's in your honor today, just because of you, Mike. I commend you, brother.
I hate you, G. I really do sometimes. I swear I can't stand
What?
Like I said, I'm at the age where I know I have a bad temper. I have a very bad temper. I know I do. So
No, I want a wife just so I can do that. Have that same experience. I'm going to Trader Joe's just to ride in the parking lot.
You ain't going up to no house
And hope that something happens.
The funny part is the man repeated the shit back to him.
Yeah, that mean that nigga.
The pride looked up and down. and was like, I said, bitch.
I had to pull Mike away. When he repeated it, I knew that was game over right there.
Professor, the fact that he repeated meant that he wasn't scared of Mike. He didn't think Mike was gonna do shit.
Yeah, the fact that he said it in the first place, seeing if you see me in the front seat with my wife and you still gonna pull that shit and then just go park,
Yeah, he didn't. I don't think he thought that we was going to.
Shit.
Yeah. All right, let's clear it up because he did. First of all, he didn't say bitch.
What did he say?
He called you a fucking
He said the
Oh,
is what he called you. He called you
Oh, that's even worse. That's even worse. That's even worse.
Yeah, he said
That's
he called a
a
fucking idiot.
a fucking idiot, bitch. Who the fuck? Yeah. Who the fuck you talking to? Right.
He
Okay.
definitely repeated it. He said, "I called you a fucking idiot." He was like a fucking idiot. You see the shit in the parking lot? I said. And
let me ask you a question, Mike. If you can remember everything, did you have your phone clipped on your hip?
I carried my phone in the fight, yo.
Oh, all right. Because that would explain why he did it.
The fact that
your phone clipped on your hip, he knew you wasn't.
I stopped wearing my phone clip, yo. So, after we got here, yo, I realized.
Oh shit!
I ain't need it on, yo. It's too dangerous, yo.
The fact that he repeated that shit,
he wanted to beat down. Then
you had to slap the shit out of him, yo.
Yes.
Yo, Ike said.
Then I'll probably be like Shannon. Don't do it. Don't do
Yeah,
it.
like we just got to North Carolina. It's a clear man. Mike's ass is going to jail.
Jail. He gonna be under the jail.
And I ain't got time for it because I don't even know how to work the North Carolina system yet. I ain't got time for this. I ain't got time for this.
Wait a minute, do you have booking bail?
Right.
How we do this?
Been in trouble. I don't like.
Yeah, that was like when we first moved out here. But in retrospect, let's say she wouldn't have grabbed me and we'd have got it in right there and I'd have beat the shit out that old man. Then of course I'd have gotten in trouble. But just for at the end of the day to come back outside and there's a note on the car with him apologizing for the whole situation.
Well, I mean, let's not be hasty with the idea of you beating the shit out the man. Man might topsy turvy your ass and be on top of you.
NJ Rich said
pop quiz.
Did you
yeah.
Will Smith? Was that a Will Smith moment?
Yes, that was a Will Smith moment. I wasn't thinking.
Nah, hell no. That
idiot. You
nah.
didn't see what the fuck she did in the parking lot. You was a fucking idiot, G.
It's not to say like this man blatantly was intentionally trying to disrespect me.
Yeah,
I really don't feel like Chris Rock was intentionally trying to disrespect Jada.
First of all, wasn't no cameras where I was at, so it wasn't Will Smith. Will Smith got on national TV and smacked shit out somebody with a fucking 3 million fucking witnesses and shit.
Wow.
They'd have had all they would have been out. He was black. That's all they black. That's a bunch of us running around here like that.
Hat on.
I ain't had the gang hats yet back then. I was just a black man with a beard. So they'd have just rode around pulling over black people with beards all day.
So would you, if you did beat the shit out of them, would y'all have still went and Trader Joe's?
Fuck no.
Not where we was at.
I didn't even know how to work the system yet.
We going home.
No, not at all.
Well, I don't know. It depends.
It'd have been something different on the car.
That was 1964.
It depends. It depends on what we went to Trader Joe's to get. If it was some shit that I wanted that night, we was probably going to Trader Joe's. I wanted some of those chocolate covered almonds and shit they set by the register.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we going in.
That's good, Mario.
All what we went through, we got to go in for those almonds.
That was
gas. We not gonna waste no gas. We didn't ride up here and waste gas for nothing.
We're distraught, G.
Oh no, we not. You might be, but we not. I'm going ahead and get my motherfucking almonds. Let's try to cover almonds. You can sit here if you want to, but I'll be right back.
Well, I got one for you. Oh, there go Ike. Brother Ike's coming on a little early tonight, and then after Brother Ike does his thing, I got the perfect reason to show y'all why we say fuck them kids. Brother Ike, man.
All right.
Saying fuck them kids off the break. That's what.
Hey, the book of Carter is my fucking favorite, brother. I read that shit.
What up, people?
What up?
What the hell is that?
Dang, you said earlier. This is still your regular time.
Yeah, it's cool though. Ironically, I'm going to run up and see. I know I was going to talk about vacation. I'm still talking about that, but I forgot what's Monday, and hell, I forgot. And I'm about to go see his ass now. Tax time. Because a lot of people. Yeah, so I was just like, let me do a twofold because I had people that forgot to file their taxes, actually old clients of mine. And I was like, you ain't filed your taxes yet? They like, no. I said, did you set an appointment? They like, no. I said, oh, well, you get ready to pay like $500 just to get an appointment to sit with a tax person. So with that came in mind just a couple little tidbits for people who ain't filed yet, or if you filed and your tax person ain't due right, probably want to look at. So one, we know the filing date is April 18th this year. It's not April 15th because of the Good Friday that's coming up. So that's one. Two, I don't know why I get this question in 2022, but people asking me, should they file in person or online? And I'm like, if you want to go ahead down here to Hopkins Plaza or wherever the Fed's at and file and take longer with your refund, where you're going to be clicking on that goddamn where my refund button every 2 minutes to see where your bread is at. No, go ahead and file online. That goes in the question I get of, can you file your taxes for free? Yeah, one, do your own taxes, but most of y'all don't know how to do your own taxes because people can't even read their W-2s these days and say, oh, how much did I pay my taxes? It's right there, dog. But if you made $73,000 or less, what the IRS does is you can get a free tax prep guide from Tax Act or Tax Slayer if you are going to file like that. So that way you can get that free tax advice that way. Now, here go the two big ones for this year. The stimulus check. Do I need to file or claim that? Now, for my people who got the full $1,400, no. Why? Because you were already in a lower income tax bracket and everything, so you ain't got to file that. Now, if you didn't get one, then that's when you need to talk to your tax person about some credits that are out there for people who may not have gotten that credit. I forget the actual, it has to do with coronavirus and everything. Yeah. So you just check with them to make sure of that. And then the last one, for all my crypto people out there, that ask me, do I need to file your taxes? Yo, if you sold for a profit or loss, you got to file that information. Man, is it going to be good or is it going to be bad? That's on you. If you took Facebook advice, I put some big money to say you're going to owe some money because you probably underpaid on your taxes and everything. And then if you had any earned income from exchanging crypto, right? So if you had a buy sell and you were changing, like let's say you moved from one currency like Bitcoin to Dogecoin or something, yo, that's a taxable event. So it ain't like a retirement account where you can move from IRA to IRA, 457 to 457, 401k to 401k, where those are non-taxable events if you have them going to each account. Now, if you sat there and literally pulled that money out, taxable. And going in, okay, that's fine. That's still a tax bill. And if your tax person ain't catch that or you didn't catch that, you need to go and amend your taxes or do something like that. But that is how people are getting jammed up this year with the crypto. Because they sell it, they don't realize that buy and sell is a taxable event and everything. So definitely keep that in mind. And again, if you're tracking your refund, yo, it takes 21 days to get your money. Stop clicking on the goddamn button, right? It ain't gonna hit your bank account, folks. Now, if it's taking longer than 21 days, it's a couple things that's happening. Getting audited, one, or they done looked at your shit and said, well, hold up. You're not getting $10,000 in no refund. No. Now $2,000 in a refund. Yeah, I can see that. So that's to keep in mind. But stop clicking that button, yo. Because if people call me, they talk to their accountant, talk about, yo, he said my taxes won't get here for like 2 weeks. Is that true? Like, yeah, it is, dog. It's the IRS. They ain't gonna get it no faster. So keep that in mind, yo. Like, people are wild. All right, fun part. I said we was going to talk about it, right? So we're going to give a couple little tidbits about how y'all can save for vacation. Now, if you're going on vacation this summer and you ain't saved, sorry, you out of luck. You know what I mean? Sorry. Now, you can say fuck them kids and leave them at home for just your husband, your wife, your boo, your vacation, your slutcation, whatever you're going on for your vacation. Let's pay for y'all too. Yeah, that's a new term that I heard about.
I know. I actually kind of like that. I was finding one of my friends going on vacation.
No, somebody told me that because that's replacing because these new memes talk about like our first date need to be in Jamaica. Like, okay, if it's gonna be in Jamaica, then slutcation. Because sorry, it ain't free. So that's how you look at it. But for real, here go a couple of things that I came up with as far as a vacation. First and foremost, set a firm budget, right? If y'all going to Jamaica or y'all going Aruba or wherever you're going at, right? Set a budget, yo. Don't go in there like, yo, we're going, all right, 1,500 is what it is. And I know what always happens. Ooh, I saw this room that get ocean views. It's only like $100 extra a night. Yo, that $100 a night is going to add up because you got to remember they're going to hit you with resort fees and all the extra taxes for that one night, and that $1,500 turned into $1,900 on there. Second one, yo, try to travel during the weekdays, right? It's cheaper. Everybody know that. Weekends, everybody try and move. If make sure you get you set a good time. Weekdays are usually better, and then most people aren't there and everything.
Right.
Third one. And this is a shot at my Sephora folks, my online shopping people, my Amazon people, and everything. Yo, prepare for splurges that might happen, right? Meaning, your ass get to the destination. Ooh, look, I didn't know they had a Sephora or this and that down here. I'm getting ready to go in that store. Yo, drag by ankles, yo. Get out
Same
the store.
you can start back in the United
You
States.
can go online and you get it from the United States, yo.
I never understand it.
They might got something different in their Sephora than I got at my store.
No, because you got. But if you're gonna do it, you gotta prepare for the splurge. So you just gotta save. But that's extra money you gotta save, right? The fourth one is set up a special fund for vacations. Meaning, and this ties into number 5. Set up a whole nother account like Harbor Bank, PNC, whoever, right? You set up another bank account and have money go into that account, right? But use your payroll, your payroll deduction, right? Most of them you can set up about 4 to 5 banks where your pay goes into the different bank accounts. You know what I mean? So have like 25, 30, 50, whatever you budget for to slide into that bank account and everything. That way you never see the money. And don't get a goddamn debit card. If it's for vacation, don't get a debit card because what you're going to have to do, the bill is due. All right, bet. Let me go over here, put that money in this account, the old-fashioned way of banking. Taking that money out, going to your regular bank and putting it into there, and then immediately book your trip, right? Because I'm telling you, if you sit there and you look at that money, you're going to spend it on some other shit. I see it happen all the time. That's what's going to happen. Another one, cancel some of those subscriptions. If you can't afford that extra $25, I know you got Hulu, Netflix, PayPal TV, everybody got a TV streaming station. You're probably spending about $150 a month. If you cut that in half, that's $75. You know what I mean? 10 months, you got $750. Real easy money right there. You see what I'm saying? The next one kind of piggies back to the tax refund. Use some of your tax refund. Put some of that money to the side and say, all right, bet if I'm getting a stack, this $500 is going to pay for our flights and we good. And then the rest, you just use out of regular savings and everything. And one that most people don't think about is if you get a bonus, a company bonus every year, slide like 25, 30% of that money and put that into a separate account. Because most of the time we thinking about, which is great, to pay off your bills and all that. But, slide that. If you know that's going to use that to start off like a vacation fund and everything. Let it slide that way and everything. The next one is kind of twofold. One, pay off your credit card, right? Now, it sounds silly I'm paying, why I got to pay down my card? What they got to do with vacation? The average American is about $10,000 in credit card debt, right? Usually payment is about $250 a month. If you start paying down on that, right, let's say you pay half, then more than likely you're going to cut out $125 a month that's paying in credit card debt. Boom, there go your $125 to put it to the side. But then that kind of goes to my next point. If you are going to use a credit card, use one of those travel credit cards. So like, use your favorite hotel. It don't make no sense of your ass getting a Holiday Inn credit card and you stay at the damn Marriott. Let's use some common sense. A lot of people don't use common sense. Oh, I'm gonna get this credit card because they offer me $10,000. Yo, you are not getting ready to stay at no Holiday Inn or even what's the Royalton or all those people and everything. Get one where you know you're gonna lay your head. Like for me, I have a Marriott one. Shout out to my pops, my man, but also because I get his employee discount. That's another thing. But my man, you can't never quit. I know pops don't never watch this, but hey, don't quit, dog. Sorry. And then, last two, eat out less.
That's our problem.
Yeah,
Cut it out.
yeah.
You know what I mean? You eat out less, cut out the family, going out to eat. You'll save a couple of dollars. And then the last one I think nobody likes doing, but at the end of the day, we see it every day. Uber Eats, Lyft, Ubering, working overtime. Get you a part-time job. If you want to do it like that, Ariel, you are not the favorite child. I actually use the discount. Sorry. But yeah, those are some tips where you can help save up for some and hold up, Dr. Kim, and you the travel damn agent. She know better.
I was here thinking about what if you don't like to cook? I need to use some vacation money to hire a housekeeper or somebody that cooks. What?
Yeah, somebody that cook. But that's all I got for y'all today, y'all. I hate to dash on y'all, but I gotta go up here and see this damage that y'all can really tell me. I need some kids. I need some kids in my house. Yeah, dog. I'm already ready. Like, what So.
Well, we thank you. We appreciate
we
you as always.
Appreciate it all the time. Right on time.
Discipline.
So y'all got to lay out two things for y'all. Get y'all taxes done before Monday. Be prepared to pay some extra coins if Yay come through with the order. Sorry. That Shopify go off. That Shopify go off. You lose your train of thought. Like, cha-ching, okay. Listen.
But all right, y'all.
Get your taxes done and save your money for vacation.
All right.
All right.
You are tuned into the Cooley and the Gang Show live every Tuesday night, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are happy to be here. We hope you're happy to be here. We appreciate Brother Ike, definitely. That's back to back. We getting y'all ready for the summer. Don't say we didn't try to help.
Yes.
At the end of the summer, when we get to recapping, I don't want to hear nobody say, "Well, I ain't get to go nowhere." Well, we tried to go. We tried to do our best. So the favorite line on this show, something that we all agree on.
Mm-hmm.
I think when we say it, it comes from a very strong and personal place. Like,
not chest, yo.
Fuck them kids. Like, fuck them. Like,
fuck them. Them broke little friends.
Yes. I think I just found. I'll just play the video.
No, when y'all mama say y'all need to clean up your room, you pay for everything, you do it. You clean up my room. It's not my job. You be like, I break you in this world so I can take you out this world. Take me out this world, baby. I want you to take me out this world.
Don't beat her. Don't hit her.
And then when they say you don't pay no bills, I'm a kid. Do it look like I pay bills?
Oh,
do it look like I pay bills?
There? The 2 grades.
How a 7-year-old pay bills? Okay.
Chase, come here so I can slap you.
When they say, hold on, let me put my hair back. Get me mad. When they say clean up your bed, hold on, you do it. So when y'all mama say y'all need to clean up,
Michael, all I want to do is grab them 2 fucking ponytails that's sitting out like this and pull them both ways.
But she has a point. I agree with her.
Fuck you, G and them kids.
You know what? That was the fucking part, G. Like when I was listening to the video, I'm thinking to myself, like, yo, like
you used to think like this.
Wait, no, real shit. I agree with her. But I tell you this, I would go in her room and take every fucking thing out of there. She would be sleeping on the floor with nothing. It would be 4 walls of that motherfucker. That would be it. She would 4 fucking walls. She would have a bed. She would have no bed. She'd be sleeping on the floor. But I do agree with her. I mean, as a parent, we do shit. We say shit. You know what I mean?
G, the Instagram room said you lying. I'm just saying they said G lying.
No, I agree. I agree with her. I would definitely whip her ass though. I'd be
What's up, Vance?
Yo,
yeah, I agree with her.
all of that.
Yo, I was sitting here and I was thinking to myself, how could you contain yourself if you saw this shit?
Yeah. If you was her parent,
yeah, how could you contain yourself? Like, if she's, I don't think she's gonna say this to her parent because you can tell she kind of whispering. She don't want nobody to hear.
Oh no, yo,
and
she definitely got her ass whooped. She definitely got her ass whooped.
I just don't know if I could. I don't even know how I could even keep it together, yo. Like I really would try to.
Well, you're not gonna keep it together.
I would really try to
kill her.
maintain my composure because I can see that not being good. So I don't know, man. But you know what though? I feel like children know or have an idea what they can get away with. Now I'm not saying she didn't get a beating, but if or I don't think I'm not going to say that she didn't get some sort of punishment, whatever that was. But if she thought that her parents or whoever was going to be less than pleased with her behavior, I seriously doubt she would have done that because that's crazy, man. Okay.
That's what I was saying.
They'd be thinking that the parents don't really be on TikTok like that, and we ain't. I don't think at 7 she realized what viral is.
I don't think it's her TikTok thing. I think she was just doing a video or something. I think maybe her mom.
They know how to post. They know how to post.
It depends on who her though.
Aiden was doing TikTok when we didn't even know about it.
My son was on it at 1.
At 1, damn. So yes, but
Vance didn't see the video.
You think some of these parents out here now will repost that shit thinking it's cute? You know, I mean, that's some of these children think they can get away with this type of behavior because they let them get away with certain shit and repost it like, oh, look at her, who she thinks she is, key, and the child don't get no type of punishment because of it, and it get worse.
You heard G say she has valid points.
And she does. I listen. I totally agree with her. I'm not saying I would have whooped her ass, but if you really think about what she said, you know what I mean? Like, I did buy all this stupid shit in your room, and I want you to clean it up. Okay, you just won't have it no more. Like, I mean, you just don't get it. Fuck you, you little bitch. Like I'm just saying for what she said, like it's a real argument. Like I remember like my parents used to yell at my sisters when I cleaned up their bathroom. But my sister's like, well shit, this is our bathroom. Why we gotta clean it? Like if they the only ones using it, like the fuck. So it's her room. Yeah, it's her room. I'm taking all that shit out of there. You ungrateful fucker.
Or do even better, take the door off the hinge. Like
let Vance hit that shit.
All right,
I definitely said something to Chase the other day.
Vance, only because you're one of our favorites, we're going to play.
She was like, my only job is to go to school.
Wow.
Ooh. Well, she right, but damn.
I know. I was like,
ooh.
When y'all mama say y'all need to clean up your room, you pay for everything, you do it. You clean up my room. It's not my job. You be like, I break you in this world so I can take you out this world. Take me out this world, baby. I want you to take me out this world. And then when they say you don't pay no bills, I'm a kid. Do it look like I pay bills?
Yo. Get in your face,
a 7-year-old pay bills. Do it? Okay. At this point, when they say,
made me mad. At this point, just made me mad.
Let me put my hair back. When they say clean up your bed, hold on. You do it.
Yo,
you pay for things.
It's all the attitude behind it.
She just don't know her grandmother light bill in her name, so she got a fucked up credit already. She got a bill. Your grandmother light bill is in her name.
Making me mad. Hold on.
Vance, you asked for it. Vance, you wanted it. That's what you got.
Yo, it's
You wanted it, Vance.
Take me out then, baby. Take me out.
I ain't gonna lie. The little Lynette I was thinking some smart stuff, but I love my life.
You never let that shit cross your lips though, man.
My Little Ponies. I thought it.
I thought a lot of stuff too, but I knew damn well not to let it come out my mouth, let alone record it so it could be on forever.
We didn't have it like that, Shannon. We shoot camcorders.
Look, she got hella personality, and she better be something. She better end up being something phenomenal in life.
Yeah, if her mama don't take out the world first, but shit.
Take me out, baby.
Take me out, baby.
She knew not to cuss. That's for sure. I thought she was gonna say, "Take me out, bitch." That's what I thought she was gonna say. That's really what I thought she was gonna say.
I was thinking, all she missing is bitch. Only where she missing the pause is like, bitch.
Yeah, that's what I thought she was gonna say.
Girl, boys are not always that great either. They give you a whole different type of problem.
That's Lord.
Little kids with teeth all like that, I don't trust them anyway. They be acting crazy.
What did he say?
Little kids with teeth growing like that. I don't trust them anyway. They be the ones. They be the ones, huh?
Not to be trusted. But yeah, that's rough, man. That's rough, and that mother got something on her hands. She better get that.
It sounds like that house full of other kids. I don't know if they heard
what it is. It's something about little girls and they mothers that is. I don't know. Maybe not all of them, but at some point, just like Mike Epps had the little joke and shit where he said, at some point, the little girls get to smelling themselves and they get to arguing with their mother, they fighting with their mother. Mm-hmm. The mother knocked their head in between the
washing machine.
Yeah.
The wash and the dryer.
And you ain't never lied, because I remember when I started smelling myself and I thought I could tell my mother what I wasn't going to do. Woo! She said, feed my nephew. And I looked at her, I said, that ain't my child. This is what I remember. I don't remember the hand, but I remember my head went from here up against the refrigerator and back to her shoulder because her hand came so fast. She never looked at me. It was pow. Yeah, I ain't never tell my mother what I wasn't going to do again. Exactly. You ain't know that. I was like, damn, I ain't know Daisy was that damn quick.
Yeah.
And I went right on over there and fat and shine no badass.
That's that civil rights.
Oh shit!
Love you.
Oh well, that was Cooley in the Game fucking kids segment. I don't know if y'all saw it. So y'all know T.I. is doing comedy now.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, T.I. is doing comedy now, and apparently
he's funny.
I don't know if he's not funny.
All right, so before you go any further, right? So whatever happened with that sex trafficking thing, right?
That's where I'm going. So,
okay.
So apparently T.I. can tell a joke. I mean, from other comedians I hear, he can hold his own on stage, whether he's highly. I hear a lot of comedians commend him for his courage.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
But obviously, he can't take a joke.
Mm.
So there was a clip that surfaced of T.I. going off on a comedian that, as G brought up, I guess a part of her set was, Linnea must have saw it already.
Yeah.
A part of her set was about his sexual case. So let me see if we can play a little bit of that.
Evidence, because there was no crime. There is nothing to charge me for. Or no, shut the fuck up for a second. Hey, listen. No. As many times as you talk on that shit, I'm gonna check your mom as long as it takes. When you stop talking about it, when you stop playing with me and mine, I'm gonna stop saying something. Ain't no motherfucking case, ain't never been no motherfucking case, because I ain't did nothing wrong, and my wife ain't did nothing wrong. And if you keep on playing with me, nigga, I'm gonna continue to confront you publicly, verbally, First of all, happy Award Day. We've never had a forum on crime. T.I.'s innocent. I truly believe it. Ever did.
Y'all thought he said, I thought he was just like shut up.
I don't want to hear none of that. Don't play with me about that. I haven't put his hey. Don't play with me about that. I'm not. The one thing I am is a comedian. I'm not playing with you. See, now you're getting misunderstood. This is not a rap battle. This is not that. This is a comedy show. And be clear, if I want to make jokes about something, I'll make jokes about something. Absolutely.
Go security.
This is my. Be very clear. No way.
You took away from her?
Yeah.
Now guess what he just did.
For him. They don't come on stage to disenfranchise nobody or to shine nobody, especially no black people. So y'all won't put that on my body, on God. Y'all won't put that on my mother's body. I love this art form. I love this craft. And I'm going to say what the get the out of my face. I'm going to say what the I want to say. Here's the reality. Doing comedy. Whatever the is going on, y'all see some shit on me go viral. Guess what? For comedy, it's up for grabs, and nobody is excluded from that.
That right there was a very valid point.
So T.I. fucked up.
He definitely did.
He fucked up.
He just let everybody see he now is going to have an assault charge.
When he grabbed that mic.
When he touched her.
Oh,
and he not a comedian anymore because nobody's put up with that shit.
I think that was some shit that he put on. That's his homegirl or some shit. They like
nah, Mac.
Stage, not stage. I think the situation was real, but I don't think no charges gonna come from behind it because like they like people.
If somebody tells she can get us some millions of dollars, this shit might change that tune a little bit. They may not be homeboy and homegirl no more.
He gonna be like, I didn't hit her. I hugged her, and she never pushed him off of him. Let's be real.
Right, he was whispering in her ear.
Yeah.
So
she never pushed him off.
Right.
An assault, all you got to do to assault somebody, an assault is making someone feel. A first degree assault is someone making them feel uncomfortable. If you approach them in a threatening manner, that is a second degree assault. That's all that it is. A battery is actually touching somebody. He was close enough to threaten her, and all I got to do is listen to what he was saying, because you could kind of hear some of the things that he was saying.
Yeah, I thought he was saying he was saying the shit out of her.
Before he even came up there, he was saying some shit. So she definitely win a case. The shit that already hit everybody saw it. There's no way he can deny it. He would absolutely lose. Definitely.
They had the security Will Smith didn't have, because the minute he hit that stage, Big Boy came out of nowhere.
And he didn't even do nothing.
Big Bubba.
He did. That's why I said,
see, that's what Dina said. He shouldn't have been able to even walk up on the stage like that. But
right.
T.I.
It looked like he was about to let her have it.
Yeah,
in his
especially after he said, "You keep doing," then I'm going to, and he paused. I was like, "You can say slap the shit out of her," and he was like, "Murder you with words" or whatever he said.
And she kept going too. I remember she kept going. Like, I'm going to keep going. That's where it stemmed from. He wanted her to stop, and she was like, "I'm not going to stop."
I didn't hear the joke though. I think I need to hear the joke.
I don't think he
even mentioned him. Don't bring it. He don't want you to bring it up. But like she said,
But how did he know she was going to bring it up?
I think she started talking about it and brought his name up in the T.I. I think she really got through the joke itself.
But the ball's on her to do that, right? Like, what was happening to people on stages now.
And
you going to do that right there?
It was like corner. It was
like she said, at the end of the day, once something go fucking viral and it's out there, it's up for grab.
So
yeah, he definitely said verbally for sure. Like, you won't say, "I said I'm gonna put my hands on you." He said verbally.
T.I.
Mike,
chooses his words very carefully. What's up, G?
yeah, and Mike's done said it over and over about comics not being able to be funny or tell jokes anymore. I think everybody's sense of humor has been depleted. Like nobody thinks anything is really really funny when you get to talking about certain things. Like it's like I would hate to it would have to really suck to be a comic today. You know what I mean? Like that's some funny shit. I laughed at that shit. Anytime somebody talk about something funny, I'm gonna laugh. If it's funny to fucking me, I'm laughing. Corey Holcomb, he's a raunchy, nasty motherfucker. And some of the shit he say.
Did you see him go off on
Jada?
Jada?
Yeah. What do you call it? Kanker's whore? A Kanker's bitch or something? Whatever he called it, that shit, I laughed. I snickered. Like, damn. But
okay, I'm sorry, G.
no, I was just saying, it's like I said, like Mike said, you can't even be funny anymore. You can't tell jokes. Everything is so censored. So like he wants to be a comedian, he can't be a comedian no more. You can't be a comedian and not let motherfuckers talk about you. And the fact that you've got some shit going on, I wouldn't want to be on the stage in the first place. I think about Richard Pryor. What was that? Sunset Boulevard, Sunset Strip. He was sucking dick. Like you. If you mean to tell me if I can't talk about Richard Pryor sucking dick and don't find that shit to be funny, and he's still gonna be upset, like yo, you was talking about me sucking dick on my. You did suck a dick. Like that was your joke. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be a certain type of person to be a comedian.
So
and T.I. ain't a comedian.
So NJ Rich says, can you tell a joke without putting someone in it?
No. Nah. Not at all, man. I remember one time me and Mike went over there. We saw these big booty bitches. That's the butt of the joke. That's a good story. It sounds good. If I say me and my homeboy, you're not even into the story. But if I say Mike, all the ears perked up. Everybody waiting to hear what the punchline is, and the shit's funny.
Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, I think
it depends on the joke,
right?
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, when you're in the public eye and now everything's out there for grabs, you can't dictate what people talk about. You can't dictate what people say. And no, it may not be funny to you, but it's funny to somebody.
Right.
And at the end of the day, it's like it's no different than, yes, it hurts that person's feelings, but at the end of the day, comedy has been like this forever. It's not anything new. People are just too fucking sensitive now. Point blank. I don't care what somebody say. People are just too sensitive because they've been talking to people from day one in jokes in high school, whatever. Yeah, everybody heard.
First of all, comedy was a lot harder back in the day. Like this comedy now is definitely light. So
it's not okay because you're the one whose feelings are hurt. Like at the end of the day, but it's funny. Like the joke is funny. It's funny if it makes somebody.
First of all, this isn't you and Kim's personal debate. You can't be looking at the comments before I post them and be talking to her like she up here with us and shit.
I'm just listen. Be quiet. You slow. But I mean,
that hurt my feelings,
and it was funny to look at.
And that shit was funny to me.
I mean,
it was kind of funny.
Really like it, but I can't negate that the shit everybody else laughed. So that shit obviously was funny. It was a joke.
Exactly.
I mean, it's cool, but when you got, I don't like comedians that's their whole stand up, like a D.L. Hughley. All he do is point out people in the audience and talk shit about them. If that's your whole stand up, that shit whack to me. Like, I mean, you have to throw some jokes in.
Where's that call line? Where's the number? She wants the number. She blocked this week.
But Matt, it's like if you. First of all, I don't think every comedian goes on stage and says Larry, Paul, Tim, Dick. It's the situation. Whatever the name will come based upon the joke. If you just got into a fucked up situation, Chris Rock just got the shit slapped out of him on stage. Now you got one or two things you can do. You can make a joke about Will, or you can make a joke about Chris. You can't make the joke without saying Will or Chris.
Yeah, because that would be the reference. That's how you would know what the story was.
Yeah, like that's this joke right here. Then when I go to my next set, that's going to be something else. But if it's a situation, that's something that happened, whether it's the news, the crazy murderer,
have somebody in the bottom of the joke.
They made jokes about Ray Caruth, and he killed his girlfriend, and he's like, "Where the fuck you find him? In the motherfucking trunk." That shit was funny. Like I mean,
you know the whole extent of it,
right? And like I said, it's always there's always going to be somebody, whether you know the person or not, the butt of the joke or the situation.
It's always a reason
Like,
to laugh at anything. I could find a reason to laugh at somebody. If somebody passed away, I'm gonna be sad, but I'm going to find something funny about it. Like, that's just me. I need comedy to come around somewhere, and the professor is too. That's the last person you want to call if you in a real fucked up situation, because he ain't going to pat you on the back and be like, look, bro, we going to get through this. He going to be like, no, let me give you a scenario.
Uh-oh.
Yo, I just walked in the house, yo, and, Shannon had a dude in the house. This is the professor. Was she sucking his dick? Gee, am I lying? Gee, that's the professor. It's going to hurt, but it's really going to tough love. Like, it's tough love. I ain't mad. That's my brother. Like, I know what situation to put him in and what situation not to put him in. I hope
shit.
I mean, it's common.
Right. There's been a couple of comedians like NJ Rich said, Sinbad, Bill Cosby, try the same type of thing. There are a few, handful, like a really small handful. Like if I close my hand and fall through my fingers, the amount of people that actually tried that avenue. But the art of storytelling is a part of comedy. It's a part of a lot of different things that we utilize, even in music. When we were listening to, when we used to listen to the older, like in the 90s, the artists were telling stories. Mm-hmm. They usually couldn't tell a story unless they had a story to tell. Some of it had to do with them directly, and some of it had to do with other people. Maybe they changed the names for the sake of the case, but otherwise, it was an art of storytelling. It's an art of storytelling. The same thing with comedy. It's an art of storytelling, but you have in these scenarios, you have to use names because, like G and Mike has pointed out, it doesn't make sense if you don't utilize the names. Right now, I get it. It's not going to be funny to everybody. That's just like Sinbad's comedy is not funny to everybody. Just like Bill Cosby's comedy is not funny to everybody. It's not meant for everybody to laugh. It's only meant for people to have an opportunity to laugh. If you dislike it, it's very easy. You don't listen to it. But to say that it's not appropriate, how do you gauge that? Is it okay? Is it okay when people talk about Donald Trump? Because a lot of people don't like Donald Trump. It was funny when they were talking about the cheetah head shit, right? That was cool. That was funny. Or they were talking about how he was an idiot, or they made little dolls and they cut watermelon and made little funny faces and shit. That was cool. Or when somebody talked about Obama and people got in their feelings because he was a person of color. You don't even know him. You don't know what he stands for, nothing other than what he told you. But because he was a person of color, we get an attitude about it. See, it's all situational, and a lot of times, not saying that that's the case with anybody, on here, but a lot of times we hypocrites. We in secret laugh at other people's pain, but when it's out wide open, we have our opinions about what's right and what's wrong. It's just comedy. It's just words. If you don't like it, then you just don't support it. You just don't be a part of it. Like there are a lot of people that stopped supporting Richard Pryor because of the language that he used, the things that he talked about. There were a lot of people that didn't support Dice Clay. There were a lot of people that didn't support their friends. So because they didn't support those people, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, let's be realistic, man. If you said something that was funny, these little memes and skits of Chris Rock getting smacked, just for an example, it is funny, yo. I mean, hands down, it's funny. Some people might say it isn't, but again, it's not meant for everybody to like it. You can't possibly say that everything that you've heard that a comedian has said is funny to you, but somebody else is dying laughing at whatever they said.
And at the end of the day, that's their point. If I can make somebody laugh, I did my job.
Right. Well, she actually came back and wanted to tell her side of the story. What happened with the whole T.I. thing.
She didn't take the shit off her head or nothing.
I'm gonna tell y'all the real story so we can go ahead and get this shit out the way. Number one, T.I. came to the show, appreciate it. He did a 45-minute set. Now he gets off stage. I'm making jokes about shit, about to bring up another comedian. He proceeds to start heckling from the crowd, calling me all kind of. Oh, I need to shut the fuck up. Nobody's talking about. Then he proceeds to continue to tell me to take my wig off. Take your wig off in front of everybody, trying to humble black women on some stupid shit, right? So I said, I'll take my wig off when you speak on the allegations. That's what prompted this whole thing. Nobody called him a rapist. I said, I'll take my wig off because you're trying to humble and play me when you speak on the allegations. I stand on what I said. If you're a comedian, anything's up for jokes. Niggas been talking about me all day, and I've been laughing at some of it. Nothing's off limits. Nobody's special. And please don't walk up on me again. I'm mad dangerous.
There you go.
There you go.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, where do we go from here? How about to the best barbershop in the land? Oh, come here. Come here. Shape it up. Shape it up. Shape it up. Shape it. Shape it. Shape it up. Shape it up. Shape it up. Shape it up. Get a cut.
Yo, his wife is about to have a heart attack, yo.
That is his wife. That's his wife. That's his girl.
No. Do you follow that page? That's the barbershop. You get a,
wait, is she the barber?
No, she's the entertainer.
She's the entertainer.
Oh,
so they have a real barbershop and she's the entertainer.
Yeah, so why you got the razor on your hair line? She gyrating on your push your shit
Why
back.
your tape up look like this? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
No, she'd be like, why are you always going to the barbershop?
Right, you just got a lineup.
Well, good thing I'm bald head. I'm bald head, so I got away with my hair. I got away with my hairline being fucked up.
Still go there, G.
That's the best barbershop.
They put that hot chow on your head.
Damn, that's crazy. I don't think I would ever go there though. I couldn't go there.
Why, G?
To get a beard trim. This is wait a minute. This is all the hair I have. Like I don't have any more hair on my face. Like the first time my barber cuts my mustache off, and I just got this shit here. Oh, I gotta beat this motherfucker up. No! I got a $75 lap dance with a $75 beard trim, and I got no mustache. Yeah, nah, I'm good.
So do y'all gotta pay more for the lap dance, or does it come with the haircut? Because that's a whole nother story.
Well, shit. Even if you don't gotta pay for the lap dance, your haircut just went up $50.
Mm-hmm.
She trying to get paid.
They got to tip us some kind of way.
I think all y'all issues are irrelevant. I don't really give a shit what you got to do or who you. I mean, I need a haircut. I'm going to the goddamn barbershop. Like I got to get a haircut. I gotta get a haircut.
Go get your haircut. I'm gonna go get a massage.
I know. I've seen the nigga you want to massage.
You gonna have Big Booty Judy dance all on you.
I got half a fucking beard. I'm coming out there with half a beard. My shit is cut from here over.
You gonna be happy as shit though.
What the fuck? I gotta go to church. I gotta go to church in the morning with half a beard.
Shannon would have never noticed this movie reference. Van said they took Keith David's idea from the first barbershop movie. Shannon would have sat here for 15 days trying to figure out what the fuck that shit meant. Thank you, Vance, for breaking that all the way down. Shannon, seriously, you got to do better, yo. You ain't even black. You can't be black.
Nope, because I don't play spades
either. I got homeboy's line in my head right now. He said, "Go in for a trim and come out with a trim."
There you have it.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. Did y'all see this? The two men
get a trim and get some trim.
That the two men arrested for having enough fentanyl to kill 4.7 million people.
Yeah.
So last month, police stopped a minivan leaving a Buena Park residence where they found over 820 pounds of meth, nearly 190 pounds of cocaine, and 20.5 pounds of fentanyl tablets inside. According to the DA's office, these two men had enough fentanyl in their possession to kill 4.7 million people. Although a fatal dose of fentanyl can be as low as 2 milligrams. Woo! Orange County District Attorney Office said millions of unsuspecting people have the Grim Reaper looking over their shoulder. They have no idea how close they actually are to dying from taking a single pill. Fentanyl is no joke, yo. And I've actually seen, because I'm like, well, what the fuck is 2 milligrams? Like, yo, that shit is so tiny. Like, that shit is, it ain't like, it's like pebble size. Like, it's grain of sugar, granular. Like, that shit is small.
Yeah,
But,
I mean,
Jesus.
So
that
this
means they
I
were
had
going
a-
to mix it up.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say that sounds like something from Ozark. I just watched.
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry. That's oof. Jeez. Wow.
What you was going to say, Professor?
So, I had a conversation with somebody about buying. I think we talked about this, about buying weed off the street. And what I was saying is, people that still buying weed off the street actually must have some sort of addiction, because if you're still buying marijuana off the street at this phase, some of these people putting fentanyl in the weed. So you gotta really do some soul searching, because like he just said, they got the Grim Reaper over their shoulder. Any day could be the day.
Right.
And I remember seeing they had a special on Netflix. It might still be there, talking about drugs, and they actually had Baltimore on there. And it was a guy that was talking about putting fentanyl in a coat. So the cameraman asked, "Well, how do you know how much to put in there?" He said, "Well, we don't." He said, "We're not chemists." He said, "We just put a little bit in there and see how it works." So if it kills somebody, like, oh, we put too much. You know, if it's good, then they keep doing what they're doing. But they got like eyeball it. They don't know. So you just playing a dangerous game, and it's gonna get worse and worse as time goes on.
They about to kill everybody. Everybody about to die.
That's their plan.
Also, here's another side to that coin. Like one of y'all just said, how does a person get that much fentanyl? So a lot of times we ignore, and I don't want to get into like conspiracy theories and all that shit, because I mean that's a whole nother topic. But let's not forget the little conversation about the the crack pen or whatever the hell that shit was, and legalizing of marijuana. These are just small little things that subtly happen that eventually the government says, well, to keep people from dying, what we're going to do is we're going to legalize cocaine. Now people can get it from the pharmacy as opposed to actually getting it on the street. It's safer for them to do it this way. They've already said we're going to give them needles so they don't use dirty needles. So we've already accepted that part. Now they're talking about giving out pipes. They didn't already legalize marijuana. They did pulled the same trick with alcohol. They did the same trick with cigarettes. They legalized all these things in the safety of the community. When it's really about,
don't forget the crack pen.
When it's really about more than that. It's more about control. It's more about controlling the population. It's more about controlling what people do and don't do. It's about having you under a microscope saying, okay, this person does this drug, this person does this drug. We know what can control him. We know how to do this. All of these things just put you in a box, in a category. That's all of these things do. But we're gonna see all of this shit progress. Now, everybody that's relatively, I don't know, fuck is 40, middle age. So everybody's around middle age. Just think, if we live another 40 years, how the world is gonna change. What we're gonna see change in the next 40 years. Shit, just think about what has happened in the last 20 years.
Right.
So I just had that conversation. I just said I'm 40. I'm in my 40s, right? I might not make it to see another 40 fucking years. The way shit is going. I don't. To be honest, if this is gonna be the path, I don't think I want to go another 40 years. To be honest,
Damn.
shit. I'm good. I'm good with making it to 59 and being done. It's fucked up. Like do you really? What do you say? Like 0.2 milligrams of fentanyl? Like, just think if that shit just ended up in your fucking everyday drinking water.
Or your fucking cornflakes in the morning.
Or your fucking the fucking cream that you put in your coffee in the morning. Just imagine you a 3 scooper for your cream, and you done put 3 scoops of this bullshit in your coffee. Like, I don't know, man. Like, you know, they had a big thing when vegans came out. You not to eat no meat and this and that. And if I make it to 59, I done lived a hell of a fucking life.
But G, if you survived the coffee, incident, and for the rest of your life, you know everybody gonna think you're a fucking dopehead. Ain't nobody gonna believe you accidentally put too much cream, and that's how you got fucking. Now you're a long way to almost dying. Now you're a fucking junkie at the same time.
I'm a fucking junkie, and I'm Superman now because I'm jumping off my fucking buildings if I ate 3 scoops of this bullshit. But yeah, if I make it to 59, I'd have lived a hell of a fucking life. It's only getting worse. Like, it's nothing getting better about it. So you know, you talk about the fucking yeah, I ain't got it. I'll make it to 59. Y'all chop it up for me at 60 and let me know how it was.
So
it's gonna be like Demolition Man.
Yeah. Somebody else said that recently. Somebody else said the same thing. That it's just like Demolition Man already. So one other thing. One thing I feel like that, especially of people of color, that we got to get away from is thinking that this is just an attack on Black people or African Americans, because it's not just an attack on Black people and African Americans. It's an attack on American public and just people in general. Not only that, I've said this before, I'm not oblivious to racism. I know that racism exists, but that's a small percentage in the greater scheme. It's more about socialism. It's more about class. It's more about where you stand in classes, because racism would prevent people from even doing business with people of color. Classism puts people in certain classes at a disadvantage. It keeps them in the positions that they're in, which includes white people. It includes people that are in poverty. It includes people that they feel like are not contributors to the greater scheme or whatever it is that you know they're trying to accomplish. And that includes white people, that includes Asians, includes Mexicans, includes a whole slew of motherfuckers in this world. We just happen to be a dominant percentage of people that live in poverty-stricken areas for one reason or another. But that doesn't, you can't negate the fact that there are other people around us that are also reaping these same bullshit that we dealing with, and we can't forget them. Like I know that we want to save us first, and I get it, and I'm with you with that. But at the same time, we got to remember something. There are people that are working just as hard as we are, but some of them harder to try to make things right. And people that are in upper class or out of a certain category where they're not even on a scale anymore, they are just consistently keeping people in that position. Now, I'm not oblivious to the fact that whenever you have a scenario where you have a poor, and if you want to say middle class and an upper class, for that system to work, you have to have a group of people that are in poverty. That system only works if you have a whole lot of consumers, because that's all that they are. That's all that people are in that particular section. And when you talk about poor and middle class, all they are is all we are, because I'm not going to exclude myself, are consumers. We buy a lot of shit. We really don't create anything. Those people in the upper class are the creators. So because they are the creators and we are the consumers, the only way that this machine works is if you have it just like that. So that's why they're keeping it that way. That's why we'll always be that way as long as we're in a capitalistic society. So we can't forget that either. So it's just that, you know, you're right. It is a catch-22. When you talk about drugs, when you talk about life, you talk about where we live at and how things are going, it's going to always be a catch-22 until we get to Blacktopia. And then that'll be a catch-22 too, because it's gonna be niggas that think they better than other niggas. Like I was just watching The Kingdom, and the dude made a great point. He said one of us has to take lead. He said that'll never work. He said, why? He said, because you think you should be the leader? He said, no. He said, because every Viking in here believes that they should be the one to lead the next one. And that's just how we are. We pick one leader. If we pick one person, once we get to where we want to be, everybody else thinks that they should be in that position. So because they think they're supposed to be in that position, guess what they're going to do? They're going to tear down that man that's supposed to be the leader. And that's just how that shit keeps going.
That's how this Cool in the Gang shit going. I think we should change the name of this motherfucker. Should just be called a gang or a group of niggas.
No, not gang.
Us and them or something.
No,
I had one last video I wanted to play, but I don't think it would be received too well. But I did get to share it with G and Rudy earlier. My boy Sugar Free. I was gonna let us go out to a little Sugar Free.
Who's Sugar Free?
Nah, you don't want
what? You don't know Sugar Free? Don't play Sugar Free. Say that for next week.
Okay, I will say Sugar Free.
Don't play Sugar Free.
We're gonna open the show with Sugar Free next week.
Yeah. Sugar Free.
We have guests next week. We have a guest co-host, Poochie. She'll be on the guest co-host. Poochie. Puchi. And then we'll also have a actual guest, an artist, and I don't mean hip hop R&B. He's an artist, like
okay, so
paint. Yes. How does he say his name, Professor? Is it Quirky?
Corky, yeah.
Corky, yeah. Corky. You can follow him on Instagram. It's QRCKY. Definitely has some dope art. He'll be on about 6:30. We'll get to talk to him. And keep doing what we do. I think I got a vacation day coming up. One of these Tuesdays coming up.
Here we go with this. Here we go with this bullshit.
Oh,
you know. When you go on fucking, you got fucking Monday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday and fucking all those other fucking days.
Hey Mike, what you keep moving the mic for, yo? What's wrong with you, yo?
No, and I'm sorry, y'all. I got nervous.
I know it.
You on that shit?
You on that shit, yo?
I know it.
Yo, here we go. You about to shut down the studio again. Anytime you want to take a fucking vacation on studio day.
I said one day, yo. I just said
okay.
1 day. Yo.
Let your ass not be here the following week after fucking studio day.
Don't forget.
Good job,
I got y'all get y'all final thoughts in.
Good job, G.
Good job, what?
Keeping shit in line and making sure motherfuckers are showing up. Good job, G.
Final thoughts, Mac.
I ain't really got nothing.
What?
Just try.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
Word.
That's simple. Just try. Keep pushing. Don't ever stop. It's cool to pause, but don't stop. It's too hard to get started again.
Professor.
Take your time. That's been my word for the year. Just take your time. We all in a rush. Well, some of us are in a rush to get to whatever place that we feel like we should be in. But as long as you got breath in your body, you got an opportunity to get it right. Just take your time and make sure that if you go into a house, make sure you stop at the gas station, get one of them pills. And
no.
Yeah.
It was 15 minutes of intimacy and 5 minutes of violence, baby.
5 minutes of violence.
Oh shit!
Those shirts are available right now at blockworks.com. You can get your 15 minutes of intimacy, 5 minutes of violence shirt.
I need to get that, yo. I need to get that. I like that.
G, final thoughts.
Yeah. I ain't really got anything either. All this week, people have been telling me to back up or give space, or if something is meant to be, it'll come back, all this other bullshit. So I guess to piggyback off of what the professor said, I guess be patient. Some things, you might be wanting to fucking check that fucking IRS thing to see when your money coming. Just hold the horn. Your shit coming. You know what I mean? So just be patient. Take your time. What's meant to be for you will be for you, So be patient.
Linnea.
I was just going to say, everyone, be invested in yourself. Don't allow distractions. Don't, invest in things outside of your purpose. So put all that energy into you, and everything that's meant to come to you will come to you.
Glammy, Shani.
Got nothing.
You better have my goddamn glasses though. I want them motherfucking rhinestones and shit.
Rerun glasses. I'm on it, y'all. Up there as hell looking for them shits last night too.
Y'all already know every Wednesday, y'all can come join me over on Glam Chasing, Facebook, Instagram. We everywhere. And as G Gun said, he done put me on to work to find him a special pair of frames. But yes, if you want your summer shades or your fashion frames, hit that Shades of Glam. Hit it
Shades
up.
with a Z.
With a Z.
Mm-hmm.
Femme Fatale Hoodoo.
Yes, got some good 3 episodes about to drop. One of them is about the evil eye, so check me out. Check me out. Check me out. So
Don't forget the Slick Talk tomorrow, Wednesday. Slick Talk with Mayberry. G, you did a good job, buddy. Just for note, like Mayberry said, you can't say colored on
her show.
Regular, like real stations. You can't say colored. You can come here and say whatever you want. Most stations, you can't say colored out there. Like, you gotta. You know.
Sure. Next week, and wait a minute. And next week we're gonna go through some songs because I got some text messages about me not knowing a fucking Jay-Z song. I had to name as many Jay-Z songs I could in like 5 seconds. I think I got like 3.5, and then like shit just went left. So next week we're gonna play a game. We want to see how many fucking songs and artists you can fucking name in fucking 5 seconds because motherfuckers was texting my phone like, "Damn G, that's fucked up G, boo G." Yeah, so we're gonna do that shit next week. Fuck you, Mike.
Bruh. I'll see y'all next week. Everybody be safe. Have a strong rest of your week. Let the obstacles before you provoke the power within.
Yep.
Love somebody.
Yes.
It's love.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night.
All right.
Okay.
Chase, I told you to be quiet.
Did you see her hair? Or she already had it wrapped up?
No, I saw it.